Hey guys, I am here with my first Valentine's Day project for 2020. I almost said 2019, I still can't believe it's 2020. I've really been on a quest to kill all of the bazillions of sheets of Martha Stewart Valentine's paper that I picked up at Dollarama 2 years ago. This is like the third year of looking at it, and I just wanted to use it up and get it out of my stash so I can play with other Valentine stuff that I haven't even touched. So in my quest to do that, I decided to try making some paper bag mini albums for the first time. I ended up making 3 in total, but one was kind of like the practice one because I'd never done this before. So it helped me with figuring out how to do certain things. Like I did this spine of burlap and I'd never done that before. So like on the practice version, I didn't put enough glue down, that kind of thing. So I have 2 that are like suitable for public consumption and one that is not. I primarily followed a tutorial by Helen Griffin UK. I will link it below. There was another tutorial, I cannot remember who it was by. If I can find it, I will link it below as well. The only thing I took from that one really was to cut the excess off of the flaps. You know, like the flap at the bottom. Like when a paper bag is flat, there's the part that's like, you know, the bottom of the bag, and when it's folded there's like a flap. The one tutorial said to cut it off, the flat part off to make things less bulky. I did that. I didn't love it, and I'll explain that in a minute. But for the most part, like 99% of this came from following the Helen Griffin UK tutorial. All I did for the cover was I just used some cereal box to just make a slightly sturdier cover. It's not the most, I didn't double it up this time, it's just one layer of cardboard, so it's not the most sturdy of covers, but it's also not the most sturdy of albums because it's made out of paper bags. So I thought it kind of worked out. And then after I covered it with Martha Stewart paper, I just embellished it with one of these big foam pieces from like Garland you can get at Dollarama right now for either $2 or $2.50. And it's really cute. You get, I think, like 4 of each design, and there's 3 or 4 designs. So you get quite a few pieces for $2. And, you know, you just cut the strings off it and you can use them as just giant die cuts. So these fit well on the front of this album, so I just embellished with that. So this is the inside here. Now, one thing I don't really love about paper bag albums, and it reminded me why I've never tried it before, is this part with the flap from the bottom of the bag. It's how you attach these to each other to an extent, and you can do it so it makes a pocket. So I just made like a little photo mat to go in there, but it is kind of an awkwardly sized page, and at least with mine they stick up. It's kind of awkward. And I didn't love the result when I cut the bulk off. I kind of understand why the other tutorials said to just glue it down, because it got kind of bumpy and you can still kind of see where I've cut it off. Even though I try my best to flatten it out and everything, it's still got like this weird bump on it, so I don't love that, but the rest of it, it worked out. So there's basically like, on this side, there's 2 pockets because there's essentially 2 sections in a paper bag. So I just made, again, some photo mats to stick in there, just using the pattern paper. And this album is, I think, a little over 5 by 5, or I think it's like 5 1/4 this way and 4 3/4 this way. So then in the middle pages here, there's actually like 4 pockets because it's 2 paper bags stuck together. So I just have 2 mats facing each page. So again, I have a photo mat there. And again, the photo mat's around the same size as the page. If I can get this out, there we go. And then that one there. We have these pages here. Just got this middle pocket and a photo mat there. And then again, we got 4 photo mats on each side. I had a lot of this paper, so a lot of the mats ended up being that design. Alright. And on this side, we have that one, which is actually the bottom corner of a 12 by 12. And that one there. And then this last section here, this album was made out of 6 paper bags, so it's not too big. Again, there's this pocket here with the photo mat in it, and then again I've got 2 photo mats facing each direction. More of that design. I didn't realize how much of that design I had left over until I was making photo mats, and I'm like, wow, I have a lot of photo mats with this design on it. More pink hearts there. And they've got the postage stamp design there. And the back cover is just relatively plain. And then there we go. And I have this burlap cover. Their spine is kind of falling apart just because that's the nature of the burlap that I had. Hopefully it doesn't look too terrible, just because it's kind of like a shabby chic thing. And then I kind of put, I guess, a little too much burlap on it. I gave the spine like a bit too much room. Not so much on this one, the other one is worse. So what I decided to do was I just tied some ribbon. It's not attached, so if the owner wants to take it off and use it as a closure, they can do that, or they just leave it as decoration, and it kind of looks like I meant to do that. So those are the two albums there. They're mostly the same. I mean, the exact distribution of patterns is a little different, but I tried to use the same papers on the same pages. This has a white ribbon on it because I ran out of the red. I would like to, if I can find more of this ribbon, put this ribbon on there. I think the red looks better. And also my roll of this ribbon, I guess, got bashed, so the ribbon is like bent and creased and looks kind of cruddy. So if I happen to find before Valentine's Day this roll of ribbon, I will pick it up. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please give it a share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that little bell in the corner to be notified when I next upload a video. And I will see you guys in the next one.